pick up the first. You're around midfield, and all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He's got the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to field the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
On the run, it's Harris. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
By this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Hughes. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. So Central Michigan's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Looking for a gap. It's Townsend. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because.
Might have a chance. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line.
Let it go. Let it go.
Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's McIntosh. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the deflection on third down, how big is that? Forces a fourth down. And the Chippewas decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end, that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Looking for space, it's Harris. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And the Cowboys are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hughes. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target to the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
He's brought in at the 38-yard line. That's a 1st down for the offense.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First play of the period, 1st down here. The run inside, it's Harris. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Could be an alley. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Cowboys back to the line on first down. Looking to pass. It's Hughes. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
21 on the play. First down for the offense.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Can the D deny them on second and goal? No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's third and goal from the 2. Looking downfield, it's Hughes. Touchdown, Cowboy! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Chippewas in a good spot here with second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They'll line up for a second down play. With the catch, it's Lewis. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Dropping back, it's Flores. Escapes the pressure going right. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Motion from the back. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Running inside, it's Harris. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. On first down from their own 22. This time he wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Holman. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. There he goes. He's now up to 75 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Hughes. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Flores. Under fire. Trying to make something happen. Oh, he's got some space. Hits the slide. Got the first down with his feet. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And it's a sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And they got him.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios. Into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa taking on the Northern Illinois Huskies.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Drinkall at halftime. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Flores. Makes the grab, it's Peters. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Chippewas will line up to punt it away. on his way back from the 20. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a two-possession lead might feel insurmountable. Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The hand to the running back. Got a little press. And tackled there by the defense. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Hughes. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Harris. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the 2nd half.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Townsend. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Flores. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback adapting. Past the 40. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback, but sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck, but that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch, and I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Flores. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Chippewas pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown, Chips!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Hughes. That's caught. It's Richardson. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The run inside. It's Harris. Turning it on. He now has 115 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Hughes. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. From the gun. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They bring an extra DB onto the field as they try to stop this fourth quarter score. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. They're setting up the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! The Cowboys fall back on top.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. And the Chippewas will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's it.
Lost one deep down the right side. Leaping grab for a big gain. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Fires quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. And it's good! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
On 4th down, looking to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now